Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here with your current energy reading. We're going to find out currently how they feel about you because we need to know. So go ahead, hit subscribe while I shuffle. And if you would, at the end of this video, please check out the video that pops up and go click on it to share, like, and follow on all of your social media. All right, people, I am going to do this. This was a request actually this month. So I was like, oh, let's do it. I'm excited. I want to find out what's going on with all zodiac signs. We're going to find out about the thoughts and the feelings between the two of you, or just them and the intentions that they might have for you and how you may see them also. And then we're going to get into any challenges or details, future actions that you could take or they're taking. And we'll get into a likely outcome, of course. So let's get into this reading. We're going to find out first, getting into the zodiac sign, of course. And then we're going to find out all that we can about their thoughts and their feelings. So Aries is going to be up first. We're going to try and get to Pisces. I'm going to try. I'm not going to promise anything. Sometimes I get interrupted when I'm doing these really long ones. So, all right. Okay, let's find out a little bit about your person. Somebody who's walked away from you before. So this is someone on your mind straight off the gate. Somebody who has definitely walked away from you before, or you've had an experience where they've walked away, or you're experiencing it now. I feel like this is coming to an ending, so they're probably going to be walking towards you soon. This is definitely some sort of a connection within love. Your person could be a water sign. They could be a fire sign. They could have been a little bit of a player, or like some sort of a one night thing, but I feel like this person might have required different feelings for you. Because I mean, to begin with, it was just kind of inspiring, passionate. It was exciting. There was, a little bit of adventure with it. But again, I feel like them walking away, or them being a walk away Joes, them kind of turning around. So let's find out a little bit more about them. So we're finding out, again, thoughts and feelings on the situation between you and them, finding out all that we can as far as your current energy as of right now. Okay, Aries. Let's get into this. Two swords. We also have our 10 of swords. That's in a reverse position. King of cups. 8 of swords. Okay. All right. So their thoughts over on the left side, their thoughts is definitely that they're needing to make a choice. Okay. So again, they have turned around somewhat with this 2 of swords upright, something about not seeing something very clearly. And now they are, so they actually know the answer, but it's going to take a minute for them to get into a decision because they have to evaluate a few things still. But I think at the beginning, they kind of were blind to what was going on, or maybe they weren't really paying attention, I guess, because emotionally they feel like, because they're really mature. They're older. Yeah, because the emotion is that they put this was a good chance. This was a good choice. They didn't want to put anything off here. They thought they would have to act quickly about it because they were, in lead of their heart. This is exactly what they were wanting. It wasn't just, sex to them. It wasn't just, but that's what it was coming off as in the beginning. So them kind of walking away, just, being very masculine, not really knowing how to tolerate emotion, maybe just walking away from that. That's kind of where I'm thinking that went, but we'll find out. Let's find out how Aries feels about this water sign or fire sign. Over on the thinking part, you expected this to just kind of be over already, and because it's already not been easy. Okay. So you thought this was going to come to an ending, and you kind of feel like are just kind of fed up with it. You're like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I want to heal. I want to get over it, because you might have really dug them. I mean, emotionally, there's been some past issues with this person. So this could have been a recycle, but I feel like you thought that, this was going to get better and better through time. So your confidence was like growing a lot here through any of the tough times that the two of you had, but you both are like bound somehow. There might be something holding them back over here from like really seeing the actual reality of it. And I feel like you're kind of bound at the arms with it, or like there's something very covered up about it. Again, that could be just you trying to recover from this split or, whatever happened here. So again, that shitty feeling is coming to an ending. Let's find out how, let's go into intentions. Let's find out if they have good intentions really or not. Chariot upright. We got our 6 of Pentacles up. With the Chariot, I feel like there's, victory by the ending of this. I feel like they're going to bring some information and it's going to help you because their perspective has shifted. So they're coming in with a lot of self-love and a lot of control. So, I mean, they might try to overly commit. I don't want it to feel forced, but I feel like it could. But I mean, whatever information they bring into you, because it's going to come quickly when it happens, whatever information they bring into you, I feel like this is definitely going to, add to the intention of what they want with you. Okay. So I feel like they're coming in. They might even have a nice ride when they come in. Who freaking knows? I mean, anything helps, right? Over on your end, your intentions here is to just have good energy. You were really wanting to have some sort of a connection, some sort of reliability, have a safe, safe love here. You wanted support. You wanted some sort of a, community, belonging. So I feel like you definitely are ready to share with this person if they are to come in. I mean, I don't doubt that they do. I really don't. I think they're going to come in very quickly when they do it. Let's find out how they actually see you and how you are seeing them currently. So they see you as this really stable, very, very dominating individual, very under control, authoritative. And if Aries, you're a man, they see you as, well, I mean, it could be a woman too, but they see you kind of as a daddy position. So I feel like they're into the dom and the sub situation. So they're probably the sub more so, but they do see you as more of the leader or the father figure type in this scenario. Okay. Especially like, because they're very sexual as is it's in your energy also. I feel like you see them as freedom. You feel like you're, trying to really let go of any negative thinking and you don't want to attach any negative thinking to this relationship. So you're really trying to break through any feelings of deception. Okay. So that's where you'll be when you are seeing them. Okay. And let's find out how things really are though. Okay, so for them, things really were or are a burden. Okay, that's how things really are. Yes, you're stable. Yes, you're a leader position. Yes, you might be a daddy, but they literally feel like there's a part of you that has no direction, or maybe they don't have any direction. But I feel like this is coming to an ending. Again, their perspective has changed from this. So if you're willing to tolerate that, that's what it is, because they kind of thought it was an uphill struggle. So, I mean, if you want to be like, good enough to break through that, the thinking of deception, then that's what you're going to do. But I feel like over on your end of things, Aries, is that you have hidden feelings besides you thinking that you're going to relax into this and you're going to let go of all negative thinking. I feel like here you have a lot of secrets that you could reveal also. So this is pretty obvious, and it's probably obvious to them, and they probably, maybe the secrets were something that they needed to, come back or to currently, be in this place where you guys get back together. So, I mean, what you think is secrets or hidden because you think it's gross or ugly, like they probably think it's fire. They probably think it's very sexy. So they're remembering it and positivity, and hopefully you can too. Let's find out any of the biggest challenges here. For them, it's just to kind of take, a leap of faith and trust in themselves to fall into this situation, okay, to welcome it. So that's been the biggest challenge here to date, okay? And I feel like over on your end of things is so that you feel like things are fair. You don't want to put a bunch of efforts into something here and not be rewarded for it, because that's already happened with this person. You put in all this extra effort and all this extra work, and then it didn't work out. So like, you're like, where's the fairness at? So that is a challenge, feeling like, you got fucked over, basically. Let's get into what is the future action from the both of you. Ooh. Okay, so over on their end, they do have some hidden parts in their past, okay? And they're not going to hold it back, okay? They want to bring you all the information. So that's the information. There was some sort of deception as far as like stealing, maybe trickery. I feel like even just the truth of whatever was going on around the situation is needed. So that is the action that they're going to bring you. They're going to bring you all of it. The communication, the clarity, that's exactly what you're wanting. That's what's coming. So currently just in a nice space for that. Any future actions over on your end would be that, well, it's like you're trying, but it's like you don't know if you can fall into this again. Okay. You're like, this was already in the beginning. I feel like, I'm going to move on. So it could be, you could be in a place where you're just ready to move the fuck on. That's what it is. What's the likely outcome for the two of these people? Okay. So you're, again, just in that place where you're like, am I able to wrestle with my contentment? Am I able to press my limits here and allow this to come back into my life? And, like, put up like some, or put down some wall. Are you ready, Aries? Because that's kind of where you're at on a likely outcome, because over on their end, they're really in a wishful thinking. So likely outcome for them is they're going to make a tough choice here. And yeah, there may be deception, there may be some overwhelming choices or decisions that need to be made here, but they're ready to pick an option, and they do have several options. So you'll want to be quick about your thoughts too. Okay. I feel like this could be authentically aligned. I think that sexually that the two of you are able to express to each other. I think it's a really positive energy surrounding you. And I think that being confident, in your guys' relationship to make this a really positive thing is super important. So just be positive, authentically align, like just allow yourselves to grow intimate, take time. Yeah, I don't currently, I think that you guys could vibe again. I don't see anything wrong with that. Not one bit, darling. All right, let's move into our next one. Zodiac sign. We're going to go into Taurus now. All right, Aries, I hope that you enjoyed your current energy reading. Please check that subscribe button, hit that button so that you don't miss anything. All right, Taurus, we're going to get into who you currently have on your mind. It's that very first person you have on your mind. We're going to find out currently, where are they with you and where are you with them? We're going to find out their intentions, your intentions, and so forth, okay? And if you're not sure what the heck I'm talking about, rewind, go to the beginning. I explain everything. One more. Okay. Okay, so your person could be a water sign so far. Could be a water sign. This person, they could be bringing you something. I'm pretty sure that this is a nice, loving relationship, or you thought it was whatever, in flow or whatnot. This person is extremely inspiring. This relationship has been inspiring. It's added to your positive situation. It's been very in flow. It's even just kind of like brought back that shine or brought back that sparkle. And I feel like this person brings you some sort of balance or harmony, or they are just very balanced in general. And this relationship is definitely some sort of a connection that is, it felt pure, whatever it is, whatever type of relationship this is, okay? It was give and take was very, very balanced. So there's no abuse, there's no non-nurturing. I don't think it lacks very much as of right now. This person's a really good energy. It's a nice energy. All right, let's find out about it then. Thoughts and the feelings here first. It's always what we think, right? Hold on, my mic unplugged. Stay. I need to get one of those mic things that hang over. I think it would help. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so they could be a fire sign, a water sign also. So death reverse, 5 wands up. We got devil, and that is in a reverse. 8 of cups up, 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 up. Okay, so over on their end of things, their thoughts is that they were accepting kind of the inevitable here and just understanding that whatever type of relationship this is, there's cycles in a relationship also. And it was just kind of inevitably, accepting whatever was happening here. It's not really, because emotionally they were like extremely competitive. Emotionally, there was definitely some trouble because there was an insecurity, and that added that into the relationship, obviously. So any conflict would have been fired up because of an ego, or the two egos competing against each other without even knowing it, really. So I mean, just emotionally very much challenged by any type of egotistical thing that you could think about. I think it had opportunity here at one time, for sure. But it's like they kept saying no. Kept thinking no, because it's just a fight though anyway with this person. Troubled. Okay, so Taurus, let's find out about your thoughts on your person. Okay. Your thoughts is that you were able to relax. You have a lot of tension, and so you were able to relax. You're able to kind of break through and, allow yourself to just enjoy whatever this moment was. And it wasn't like some weird obsession or an addictions. It was just nice. It was just nice to let go. And this, even like letting go of any negative thinking or allowing yourself to feel like you're like, even if there was deception, you were trying to break through of any of that. Okay. There was changed feelings here. And it's almost like you were kind of like giving up after you really haven't seen the full picture, okay? Because there's always things underneath the surface. Even if this person was kind of acting like, nonchalant about the situation, you didn't really wait to find out, okay? So I feel like you were like, this is the end of the relationship. Emotionally, is this good for me? Is this good that I'm dealing with this? This person's passive. This person's, like accepting things and just like relaxing on it and letting things go and surrendering. And it's like, it felt weird because there was also emotionally, he or she was kind of like fighting on the inside. Okay. Because they probably changed a little bit too. But again, I feel like you weren't ready to see the full picture. So your feelings did change. So you kind of were walking away though. So let's currently find out the intentions of the both of you. Empress, right? 3 wands up. Over on their end, I feel like they were ready. They're ready for love. They're ready because they've done the work. Okay. So their glow up is on a higher level. So they are ready to take this to another level. Okay. They feel good. They're abundant. The action was there. The growth is there. And now they're like, I just, want to have sex and be in love. And now I've done the work. So why not? Right. Over on your end, your intentions was to just explore, Taurus. You were just like looking for expansion. You could have just been looking sexually, even in expansion, but you just kind of know every time you get into something, Taurus, you're like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just have fun. Let's just, make this exciting and passionate and whatever else it becomes. Let's get into how you see them. Also, how they see you. They see you as someone safe. They see you as this very balanced living being. They see you physically as a very safe space. Also, they enjoy your energy and the kind of the accomplishment, or they feel accomplished or successful even when they're around you. They get a security through your vibe. Over on your end, Taurus, as far as like how you see them, you kind of see them in like this very fair space, that actually surprises me. Okay. I feel like any efforts that you put into the situation or any efforts they put into it, it's like you want to reward them constantly and you feel like they're very balanced and you see exactly like the fairness in them and the karma just in general. You feel, and you see their past decisions. They've come up a little. There's just like a lot still pulled back though on it, if that makes sense. Okay. Let's find out how things really are though. Over on their end of things, they could actually potentially use money to trap in any love interest. So what is that? A bee's trap or like a lady trap or whatever it is. Their motives, they have some hidden ones, which we all probably do in some sort of sense. It's just kind of the way that we maneuver as humans. But to control or to trap, they've used it before. They've used money, but they're trying to not do that. That's just something they do try not to do. So that comes to an ending and eventually, but not quite. I mean, so that's just not something you're probably very aware of. And over on this end of things for you, your focus is on you. So like, that if they break this off or knock you down a little bit, you've dealt with tougher. So you have an acceptance that you can fully move past anything that mimics heartbreak. So you're in a place where you're forgiving and there's no effect put on you right now. There's like almost like a numbness from betrayal. So I feel like you just get up and you are better than you were the day before, whatever. So you just keep on fucking moving, really. Okay, let's find out the biggest challenge here to move forward with this situation currently. The biggest challenge here is just action in general in this experience, period. This person is not necessarily going super slow, but they should be putting more action into it. And I feel like it could be a really exciting time if they did. The romance this is definitely something that could be on its way from them if they were to, get up and do it. But I feel like any challenge here is that they're willing to deal with it. Okay. Over on your end of things, the biggest challenge that arises for you is that you feel like you need to fight still. You feel like there's just like something's gonna, get a one up on you, or something's gaining on you if you don't stand up for yourself constantly. But it's like you can stand your ground on any sort of information here. It's just one of those things that you're doing, Taurus. But I feel like it's not going to come off that way. It's going to feel like a struggle to have an interaction with you. So you need to relax, Betty. Relax, honey. Let's find out a likely outcome here. Future action towards one another. Okay, so there is a fear of commitment on their end, just so that you're clear, Taurus. I do feel like once that's broken down, I think that things will be much better. But I feel like there's a lack of harmony in their own home. So they could even have another interest, and that could be a huge conflict for the both of you. So the uncertainty would be coming from that. So any tension is between this person and another one, or just like something in their life. But I'm feeling like it's, definitely something of another person. It's very, it's uncomfortable. That is super annoying. I'm annoyed now. Okay. So over on your end of things, your future action is to come with peace, or to come, with movement. You are ready to have a relationship and to have some sort of trust and peace. And you want to reward this person for their hard work. It's really nice. So the communication is seemingly looking like it's going to get blocked, though. This will be super, super confusing. But currently, I feel like somebody is going to be ignoring their needs, and it's probably coming over on their end because they're having to deal with a third party situation. So any confusion, I would not let it confuse you. Obviously, I don't think that you're going to, but any communication that's blocked is going to be coming from that confusion. So I would just ignore. I would just quiet. I would just let them do what they need to do and move forward with or without. Okay. No promises here today, Taurus. All right. Going into the rest of the readings. We're going to get into Gemini next. So finding out Gemini's current reading. My button fell over. My button fell off my head. Okay. I'm going to give this a good shuffle. Please go hit subscribe, Taurus, and click that bell before you take off. All right, Gemini. Okay. All right. Gemini, let's find out your person's zodiac sign. We're going to find out what kind of person this is, just a little bit of their surface energy, and then we're going to get into the thick of things. And if you don't know what's going on, just check out the beginning of this video. I explain the whole tarot reading. We're going to find out current energy from that first person right off the top of your head. So think about them now. Okay. What does Gemini need to know about this person currently? Love situation coming. This person, you guys are really content. Things are really vibing here and in flow, and there's just a nice calm to this relationship, and they are coming to you with some sort of communication. So there might have been some sort of problem and they didn't straight away talk to you about it, but there is communication coming in from this person. Your person could be an air sign or a earth sign. Yeah, so there was some sort of conflict or an argument that was had. Any tensions or worries surrounding the situation, especially with this person, that you're currently just kind of like interested in knowing about as far as what they're thinking and they're feeling. They're coming to you with some sort of conversation. Once again, anything deep-rooted about this is the fact that you guys were fighting about something. You're arguing about something. There was tension surrounding some sort of a problem. Okay. And you were feeling unsafe about the situation, or maybe they were. And unsafe, when I say unsafe, I don't mean you're in harm's way. It just means like you weren't safe in having a conversation straight away. So you didn't, now they want to have one. Okay. So that's currently where they're coming from. Could be an earth sign or an air sign or a water sign. Let's get into your reading. All right. Okay, Gemini. What is that? Okay, so as far as thoughts and feelings, we are going to get right into this. Your person on the thinking, their focus is on them. Okay. So they really are not affected right now by like heartbreaks or, feeling any pains of, heartstrings being pulled. They just really could care less about that kind of thing. So their thinking is that they have acceptance for whatever you fucked up and did. That's what they are. That's their vibe right now. That's their thinking. And they're thinking that they can forgive you. So as far as emotionally, they have let go to do this. So letting go of control with Hangman in reverse. This is definitely something that they would do to move forward with you, so that you two are not like just hanging out in limbo. They want to make sure that there's some sort of concrete label put back on things. So emotionally, they took a step back, and with this new communication coming in, it looks like things are going to start looking a little bit differently. Let's find out how Gemini feels about this person. So Gemini feels like sexually the expression is there. There needs to be a little more emotion, but you are seemingly thinking that this could be a really good relationship as long as, you're able to be confident in it, because sometimes you're just not very confident in this specific relationship. Okay. And it is aligned, just so you're clear. It is an aligned relationship. It is a go. As far as emotions, you are emotionally trying to save this person's day. So the passion of being the hero of the day might have like dissipated and disappeared. Okay, so you were like, you're like, I love, but I don't know if I'm in love. Okay, you were trying to be the hero, the intelligent hero who comes with nothing but excellent. I pursue you in good energy. Well, you saved the day and now you're a dick. Something has made you the dick. So let's find out. All right. The intentions coming from them is that they're standing their ground. There is some defiance coming from their end also, but I feel like they think you've taken advantage of the situation. So the information that they got made them want to fight you. Okay. Information that they got made them want to kung fu your ass. Okay. And I feel like your intention coming towards this person currently would be that you want to make a choice. Okay. You want to know the answer. So you want to make your choices based off of what they're going to choose. So you need to look at the full picture too, before you evaluate. Just do it. Okay. Because there's some things here, there's some truths here, or things that are hidden on their end that you're not seeing, which that's typical. That's normal in a relationship. Let's find out how they see you. They see you as like embarking on like a long-term situation. Okay. They see you as safety, and they see you as taking steps to a longer term happiness. So they see you as, like marriage, really. You're going to be their happy joy. And over on your end is you see them as kind of unstable and lazy. Okay. But you also at the same time, you see them as successful. But you see that whatever they lack is what's important to you. So they lack specific things that make you physically and ego-ty attracted. Okay. That's where it comes from. Okay. Let's find out how it really is, though. On their end, this is going to be, I feel like it's time for probably them to move on or move ahead. I think that this would be an easily balanced situation, but there's a lot of troubles in their relationship and in their past that will make this even more difficult to continue forward. Okay. So it's almost like, whatever their bothers are always with them. Whatever their ex's troubles are always with them. So they always have that chip. Okay. And over on your end of things, how things really are is that there's a lot of good energy over on your end, but it's like, are you able to lead in love? Are you able to, create this network or this support for this person? It's saying that you're trying, but it's like, how generous can you be with love here is a good question to ask yourself, I guess. Let's find out the biggest challenge. What's getting in the way? So over on their end is that they like to be the center of attention, and they feel like they're more clear in their truth, okay, and they're more positive. So they feel like that's why this relationship wouldn't be quite right, because there's this negative energy, and they feel like that wouldn't make a relationship that they're wanting to have for this, their experience here on Earth, really. They just want this to be affirmed, and you're not affirming it. You keep doing things to unaffirm it. Or on your end, the biggest challenge is self-realization. Okay. There is some true living experience here that you're just not dealing with. You're invited to shine, and you're invited to deal with these things, or you're invited to give yourself a big awakening, but you haven't. And that holds you back from a lot of things. Peace mostly, but relationships, yeah, everybody will see it. And once they do, they run. They will run. What do we have for likely action and outcome? Over on there, and their action is coming from knowing a truth. So they're not going to rush into anything because they know something more so than you think. I feel like anything here, as far as kind of not rushing into this, is going to be influenced by another person. So any power feminine that's around this person has a large amount to do with this person knowing something about you. Okay. So that's their likely action towards you. And you turned into a child immediately. You went into this baby mode. Okay. So it may not look quite right when you come, with this action, but you want to choose a direction. That changes are required. You may not do it in the best fashion, but I feel like you understand that you're the only one who can solve this. Okay. You can't show them money. It's not going to fix anything. You can't show them, shiny things. It's not going to fix anything. And this person has a lot of influential people around them, not just this power feminine, but they have some other people around them. It's like this whole thing that claims this person. And they're very mature. They're just like, whatever. It is what it is. What are we going to do? Bottom line is that I feel like any kind of likely outcome here is that this relationship will feel super confusing, especially when it starts nearing the end. You're going to feel like very stagnant, or feeling like they're stubborn, or just the whole like universe is stubborn. It's just like you're gonna fight it the whole way because it's gonna feel unsafe. So again, I feel like somebody's gonna get a little mean, get a little stubborn, the energy even, but you'll fight it. You'll resist it, and it's fine. Because it ain't going nowhere. It's going to go exactly where it goes. All right, Gemini, please hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would, please and thank you. Other than that, we are going to get into our Cancer zodiac sign. We're going to find out all that we can about their person that is on their mind currently, and currently how this person feels about Cancer. If you need to know more information about the reading, it is at the very beginning, so you can always rewind. Be kind. Do you guys remember back in VHS days, they used to have a sticker on the VHS, and it used to say, be kind, please rewind. Or did it say, please rewind, be kind? I can't remember which one it was, but whatever. It was one of them. Okay. That went flat. It's pretty gross. Okay. Cancer. We want to know your thoughts and feelings. We're going to get their thoughts and feelings. We're going to figure this out together. Okay? We can get the details. Like the actions. I wish I talked like that. Okay, I'm going to find out their zodiac sign and what the heck this person's got going on straight away. Okay, just that nice brief energy about the person. They a fighter. Cancer, they a fighter. They have definitely come to you with a love offer. It might have been a little intense with this person, but it's very passive right now. They may not even be expressing to you. I do feel like, again, there was a conflict here, and they just kind of like keep battling it out, and it's like getting exhausting type vibe. It could even be like at the terms of like you're not even aware of what it is about, because they're kind of, the emotional level right now is very childlike, very childish. Your person could be a fire sign or a water sign, or just along in their birth chart. Let's find out a little more. Obviously, we want to know some more here. So let's get the thoughts and feelings from the both of you. I don't want just, them. We got to find out what Cancer thinks too. So Seven of Pentacles, Three Cups, reverse, Four Swords down, Seven of Cups up. Okay. They're thinking. So they're pondering, they're trying to evaluate some things here, but they're like, what's next now? Because we put in a bunch of work here. We did some stuff. Well, what do we got coming up? Okay. Because emotionally, I feel like they think that this has failed. Okay. Emotionally, they feel like they're nearing the ending of this situation. So with the Three Cups in reverse, I mean, it's like they didn't want to waste time, but something's going on to where it wasted. Okay. And it's like the past kind of keeps coming up because they haven't really learned something in specific they're supposed to learn. So it's like they keep willing it into their relationships, if that makes sense. Okay. And over on your end, you're just thinking about your limits and your contentment. And you were content like 10 days ago. And today you feel like a hot fucking mess. Stability, not there. Happiness, not there. You feel like a mess. That's what you're thinking. Emotionally, there are some choices that you've been kind of pondering and going over. And this is all to do with love. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't be dealing with the mess. I feel like, though, somebody in the situation is not actually who they say they are. So this could even be you, but however this aligns, I feel like there is more than one option, even emotionally on your end. So there is a tough choice. You kind of keep going over it. It's becoming really overwhelming. And it's not just their problem. I mean, it is now, obviously, but like you're making this messy, Cancer. So like if you have other options or, just wishful thinking, I would just tell this person, get, okay? Because currently they think it's already over anyway, basically. All right, let's find out their intentions here. They're hesitant in moving forward with any intentions, okay? They're very much second guessing the situation. And whose fault is that, Cancer? Don't rely on it. Don't rely on this person. This is not safe. This is not safe. And timing could be a huge fucking issue here, especially for intention or coming with any intention. So no wonder this person is hesitating. Could have something to do with their job or distance. And I feel like on your end of things, when it comes to an intention, it's just like you're trying to expand on what you need to do. You're trying to expand on exploring, maybe thinking about something, maybe just looking, foresight, just looking ahead. I feel like you kind of always know. And I think that there's opportunity here, and you're going to, present that. You'll present some sort of intention with opportunity. But I damn, you are always acting before, you think about it. So, I mean, this is not a bad thing to like take a minute, but I feel like you're taking longer than you should. Okay. All right. How do you guys see each other? So they see you as basically a mature individual. They feel like you are definitely someone of a power energy. So they feel like you're loving, you're coming from a safe space, purity. They feel like you're, the truth. They feel like you have truth and they believe your truth. How you see them is definitely center of attention. So you feel like they're very clear in their truth too. So you guys basically mimic the same thinking. You both think the same about each other. So what's the problem? Let's see how it really is, okay? Because then this is where it gets good. So how things really are on their end, Cancer, is that this is an ending and they're not wanting to accept it, okay? So they know that this is the inevitable. They know there's timing is an issue here, and this could be because either or, but this is an acceptance. They've already allowed themselves to accept that this is the cycle is over, okay? And the balance and the peace, the trust is not here. The inevitable has kicked them right in the face, and, they don't want to see it. But, that's what they're going to have to do. Over on your end, so you think that you put in all the work, okay? And by that, I mean, you're like, I do everything, so I should be rewarded. I should, be able to be in this relationship. This is a thing, whatever. But that's not actually true, because I feel like a lot of your past decisions or past situations are third partying the situation. So I feel like, yeah, you're doing a lot of work, because it's not just for this person, Cancer. It's for whatever other issue you have going on that's making it really hard to make this choice. Okay. You're treating somebody kind of poorly, and you're judging somebody harshly. And actually, it's not very accurate, because I know that you come with fairness, you come with balance, but you also are coming with, a third party. Okay. You're dirty. Okay. Let's get into how. What a challenge. What a day. Okay. So their biggest challenge is acceptance and putting their focus fully on you. So again, they know that they're not able to do this. They've been knocked down by bigger. They ain't worried about that too much, but forgiving you would be a huge negotiation for them. So that's their challenge, is forgiving you. Your challenge is letting go and moving forward and seeing things for what it really is. I mean, you're in limbo, and it's because of you. Okay, good. Move the fuck on, people. It is the inevitable. This is awful. Makes me cringe. It's like, you both know it's like a horrible ghost gone wrong. Okay. Let's find out future action towards one another, la-di-da-di fucking da, into a likely outcome. Their future action is coming at you in a very mature manner. They're going to be very authoritative, okay? They're coming in intellectually, and they're coming in mentally clear. So they've had enough time that they can have an actual conversation with you and kind of lead the conversation into a good space. You're coming in with like, let's do this one more time, lady or man. And this other person's like, we need to talk. We need to do this the right way, okay? Because I'm very smart and I'm very, honest, and it is what it is. But like, what? And you're like, no, I think we should do this again. Love's never easy, and I think we would really accomplish some things here and have a great life. And they're like, huh? So likely outcome, sorry, really got into that one. A likely outcome is that, bottom line is, this would be taking a huge fucking risk, and I don't think either of you are ready to do that. So falling in love would be taking a snail's route there, okay? So like, I don't think that the effort is supported here at all. There's just a more of a fear that kind of lingers, so I don't think it's working. All right, next up. Cancer, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please come back. Hit subscribe. Click the bell. Leo, it is your turn. I think this is going to be my last one. And then I'll close up shop. I have other things to do besides read these silly cards all night. Girl, that thing is jumping out of there. Oh, that was a good shuffle. And I fell apart. Damn it. I can't get it together with these cards. They're so slick. Okay. All right, Leo, we're going to find out the thoughts and feelings about your person currently, and that person is going to be the person currently on your mind. So whoever is on your mind, that person, that one, the one that you can't switch it, though. You cannot switch it, Leo. Okay, we're going to find out currently where they're at. This could be an ex. It could be a girlfriend or a boyfriend. It could be a wife or a husband or a friend or a coworker or somebody who works at Walmart or the, loaf and jug, what the fuck ever. Okay. Okay. So this could be a water sign. Definitely could be a water sign. They got a lot of overwhelming choices right now because whatever's going on, they've got a lot of chaos going on within and around their life. but something has changed their mind about you. Okay. So whatever this information is, they're kind of over analyzing it, procrastinating like a motherfucker because they're like, what the hell? So whatever has changed things, their point of view of you, they think you're a lot better. Okay. Than they thought before. They're like, well, shit, Leo's good. Leo's a good guy. Good woman, whatever. Okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, because they definitely, I mean, they were always kind of like looking over their shoulder with you. They were always like, when is it going to be, another fight? Like they were feeling pretty exhausted with you. And then all of a sudden something came in and switched shit up. So that was the deeply rooted part of it. Your person could be a fire or a water sign. And that could also be in their birth chart also. Here we go. Let's find the thoughts and feelings out of Leo's person, as well as Leo. We can't leave Leo out. Leo. 2 of Wands. Got the moon upright. The devil is upright. And the Knight of Pentacles in a reverse. All right. Okay, Leo. So they're currently thinking that they're extremely scared of change. Okay. There's a delay because of that. And there's a delay because there's distance probably between the two of you and they're holding back completely. So as far as thinking about planning, they're wanting to start planning. They're bored. They have a lot of things going on even, but there was a breakup. So they're thinking about the breakup or, the breakdown or whatever it was. It could just, their thinking is that it could have been lack of planning. They might not have planned it very well, or you might not have, or whatever. Emotionally, they're confused, okay? And they're confused again because they kind of weren't seeing something about you. And then all of a sudden this crazy shit happened. And now they're like, okay, Leo's a good person. So now they're liking you. So they're like, oh, I feel secure here to feel emotionally about Leo. But over on Leo, over on your side, as far as your thoughts, you're kind of like in some sort of weird, creepy habit that makes it so that you can't hang out. You could even have an addiction, but the ability to move forward is none. You are bound to whatever fucking makes your life unstable. Okay. So you're thinking that things might feel a little out of control right now. And you're in impulse thinking right now. Now, again, this could just because you're in this place where you're feeling blocked in the mind or you're feeling like you're trapped. But more than anything, if there's a habit or addiction, you're feeling like this is out of control. But you also think that you're overly thinking about this person. There's an obsession almost about it. Like almost like what is this person doing? What is this person thinking? What is this person smelling of? What do they look like today? I got to check them out. So you could even be looking at them and dealing with them online, checking them out and seeing where they're at, things like that, of that nature. Because emotionally, you're not in a place where you can actually slow down to fall in love or in a place where you can unbind yourself from an addiction. So it doesn't matter how obsessed you get or how addicted you become to a person or to whatever your habit is, you legit cannot put the effort here. There is no passion because you're afraid to take a risk in the right way, the safe way. Yep. Okay. Intentions. What are your intentions now that you're obviously gonna get married? Your intentions or their intentions for you is that they want to take this, and make this a relationship. Like what? They want to focus. They want to make time to focus on it. And their love for you is deep. It is pure. It is passionate. And they have a sexual connection with you. So there is definitely some sort of a whole picture that they see. You may not see the whole picture, but they definitely see a whole picture there. Over on your end of things is your intention is you're like, listen, you can't change me, but I got you. Okay. You're like, listen, I'm going to come to you with an intention of, like just merely having a conversation. Okay. And I might not lead you in this conversation. You might have to start the conversation up, but I'm going to talk this out. So you're coming at them with logic, being rational and being clear-headed and clearing things up. So you two aren't confused about the problem. Except for how do you get rid of your problem? Okay, let's find out how you see them. They see you as putting in effort. They see you as balanced. They see that you're fair. They think that you have all of the right things here. They don't think that you're treating them poorly. They don't. That's really not on their minds. So whatever your deep rooted issue is, they're not dealing with that part yet. So I think over on your end, you're thinking that they're kind of overwhelmed. You think they're overwhelmed. You think they're over it. What's wrong with you? Whatever. So it doesn't matter how hard someone doesn't try. It's just like you just see this people being burdened when they're around you or with you. So that's weird. You feel like they're let down. But they're like, no, I'm good over here. I think that happened in the last reading. All right. How things really are, though, is Leo, your person is focused. They have the capabilities of doing pretty much fucking anything they want. And what they want is a relationship with you. Okay. They're really determined. They're a talented person, and their capabilities, new beginnings every time. They can start anything, manifest anything, talk about anything, focus on anything. Intuitive motherfucker. This person is not somebody you want to fucking rattle around. You be honest with them or you let them go. Okay. Otherwise, I'll come for you. Okay. Over on your end, how things really are, Leo. Leo, you have a lot of love. You have a lot of commitment. You have a lot of strong relationships in your life. Okay. You do have some sort of stable home life, but their awareness is chaos. So they are not aware of the stable home life. So I feel like, again, you could even be in a relationship or married. Okay. But I think there's important milestones coming up for that situation. So that's something that you'll need to deal with also. But I feel like you're not riding in their direction. So I would tell them, I would let them know. All right. What is the biggest challenge keeping the both of you from this situation? Leo, you feel like you're forcing a commitment here, and that is just not what you want to do. You can't slow down for love. And it's almost in the place where there is no balance for that. There could even be more people in the situation or more information that is not been said. That action is not being told about. Okay. Over on their end of things, the biggest challenge is just kind of thinking that they have to prove themselves to you. Okay. So the potential planning and just like wanting teamwork, they're like at a fucking wedding gallery looking for wedding dresses. They're in catalogs trying to pick out the china that you guys will utilize for roast beef on Thanksgiving. They're playing, man. They're leveling up. And you're leveling down. You're like, nah, I don't got time for this. And he or she is picking out their tugs or whatever. Oh, God. Okay. So basically, a likely action from the both of you. Their likely action is coming in and just trying to stand up for this commitment, standing up for something. Their claims by the ending of the situation is that there's going to be some sort of rigid words or thoughts, and they're going to feel like maybe you were a little abusive or like you were abusive with your words. So that's kind of the action they're coming at you with, is probably abusive words too. They're like, fuck this shit. They could be older than you too. And they got father issues. You don't want to fuck with those. Don't fuck with the ones with the father issues. I'm telling you. I don't think you want to do that. Okay. So you, on the other hand, your action is coming in and you're going to be like, listen, I'm going to accept this for what it is. It's hard. This is over. This is no effect on me, but I feel like this is going to make you better. Or me better, whatever. You're finding an acceptance. So you're coming at them with some sort of acceptance with whatever the conversation goes into. But I feel like your understanding of the worries, the tensions, the problems, you're like, I get it. Okay. Bottom line is that you're all going to take a step back and take a breather. Okay. You're going to ponder where it's headed or not headed. And that is just the bottom line of the Four of Cups in reverse. So take a step back, do that shit, because there's lies and deceptions among the two of you. Leo. All right, Leo. I got to get out of here. I will be back with the rest of the zodiac signs on the next round. That'll be tomorrow. I'll have a couple more WWE wrestler readings also. So make sure you go check out that series. I did start today a new playlist for WWE. We did the Bella Twins, John Cena, and then we did, Dolph or Riggler, whatever. You know who I'm talking about if you like wrestlers, okay? That's all I gotta say though. All right, share, like, and follow on all of your social media. Please and thank you. Make sure you hit the bell. Go hit the bell. Subscribe. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.